Hey Sag, just cleansing your space here. We're about to get into your love reading. Now this is a bit different than what I usually do. Usually I will upload the videos onto YouTube and then take the time to make 1-minute clips for you guys as like a teaser in order to draw you to my YouTube page. Well, YouTube has been taking hours to upload. So now I'm going to just do things live. I found out that we are able to post them onto my IG page for later viewing. So I feel like this is the quickest and most efficient way to get everybody involved and get the messages out there. So good morning, Grand Rising. Hello. Let's get it, guys. What's going on in love for my Sagittarius plan? Hello, everybody. Welcome for Sag. So on my YouTube channel, I already have, I've been working backwards. So I wanted to do something different, leave it to me and Aquarius to go against the grain. But Pisces, Aquarius, and Capricorn are already on my YouTube of Rising Star Intuitive. So if you happen to be one of those signs, go check it out. But this is for my Sagittarius clan. So what's currently surrounding Sagittarius at this time? In love, please. What's going on in love? Talk to me about the vibes. All right, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Some of you Sagittarius, you're either traveling at this moment, planning to travel. You just want to get away. Maybe you've been confined with it being COVID and everything, and things are now getting back to normal. So more than likely, you guys are looking forward to just disconnecting. It could even be completely getting off the grid for a moment when it comes to social media as well. But for most of you, I'm sensing a trip. So, for love, talk to me for love. How is Sagittarius viewing their current romantic relationship? How are they viewing it? How do they see it? How do they feel? Talk to me about love. For Sagittarius, please. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading. If you want a more in-depth personal look on your current situation, you can book with me on the Book Now tab on my profile. All right, for love, and bottom of the deck, your card, you're showing up. This for you, Sag. All right, what's going on in love? Talk to me from Sag's perspective. All right. You're not quite sure. There are things that have piqued your interest. You are kind of analyzing, like, where is this going? You're interested, don't get me wrong. But it's one of those proceed with caution type approaches. Like, okay, I have options. I want to do the right thing. I want to get there. However, there's this energy of not being able to adequately voice how you're feeling. A part of you might be biting your tongue in order to avoid conflict. I see that you do want to open up your heart space. You want your person to feel connected with you, but there's just been some communication issues, and it doesn't even have to be fights necessarily, but just misunderstandings, things that shouldn't have escalated to the point of an argument or even tension. Sometimes you might need to have the last word, or lately you've just been feeling more irritable, which is probably why you want to retreat. But a lot of you are just feeling like you want to connect deeper. You do want to extend your love. Some of you may be connecting to a Cancer with the Queen of Emotions here. But a lot of water energy. The Fool in reverse. So I don't think that you are in the position to take risks at the moment. There's a hesitancy. And this is all because you're trying to figure something out. You are looking through and zoning in. What's to come of this? Page of Voices. Sometimes this is the Stalker card. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're, not trusting them per se, but what I think this is that you have a high curiosity of, do they have options? Am I really what they want? Is this going to be okay? that type of thing. There's some insecurities tied into it. Can I get some clarifiers, please? That's a lot. That's a whole lot. Some of you are almost feeling as though this relationship isn't being appreciated for what it is, or you're not being seen as someone who is putting in enough effort. Like, it's a feeling of 2 steps forward, 3 steps back kind of thing. And you want forward movement. You want forward movement so bad. In the recent past, there could have been some stagnancy and possibly even contemplation of a breakup, just a disconnect. But I see you guys now jumping into your emperor mode. You're ready to be decisive. You're gaining your courage back. I feel like a lot of you have been working on your self-worth. And some of you are actually pulling back your energy and your willingness to fully invest. And in turn, you're actually becoming happier. And that's because instead of focusing and overworking yourself on the things that you can't change, you've kind of realized that, you know what, maybe it's not a me thing. And the routine, though it works for everybody else, it's time for you guys to create your own book. Put an ending to what society deems correct, what society tells you love should be, what you should strive for. No, once you take that away, you'll be able to gain more stability. Some of you have to put an end to what you deem is stable. So a lot of you could be, how do I say this? Stressed out in the home. You guys could have arguments about finances. You guys could have arguments about children. Maybe you're overworked and underappreciated. And you taking a step back and requiring someone else to come in and pick up the slack is exactly what you're going to need in order to regain that balance. So I don't see anything major on your end, Sag. And typically it's been more of a self-reflection for you in all of these readings. Like, you have been working on yourself. You have been getting signs like, what am I doing here? What is my purpose? How do I align myself? I need to establish boundaries, do shadow work. A lot of you are really focusing on you, and that's a beautiful energy. So let's look at your person, because I need something juicy. What's going on? For Sag's person in love, how are they viewing Sag and this relationship pertaining to this spread? Okay. So, getting to know each other and children, I just split the deck and it kept on resisting the shuffle. Some of you might have children together, or somehow, some way, children are affecting this relationship. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves, your bond deepens. So a lot of you might have kids or be involved with kids, and this is kind of cutting into your alone time. Maybe you just feel disconnected, and now it's time to have, you know, your time. But let's see. Surrounding Sag's person, the person that they are thinking of now watching this video. We have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Worth waiting for and honeymoon. Divine timing is at work in your love life, and enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So, originally these came out in the somewhat reverse. I'm going to take them upright. But what that tells me is your person might have some, how do I say, they're apprehensive about possibly traveling. You have the honeymoon card and the retreat card. You guys are going somewhere. Y'all are definitely going somewhere. They've been waiting for this time alone with you forever. However, it's like this feeling that they think something's going to go wrong. Like it's too good to be true. Like what? We get alone time? You know, they're nervous. Heavy nervous energy. Are some of y'all like on the verge of getting engaged or something? Because with like honeymoon here and getting away, worth waiting for, but the red flags and the passion, there's just this nervous energy, like they don't know what the outcome's about to be. All right. What's going on in love for Sag's person? How are they doing this relationship with Sag? In love. All right. Lots of happiness. Not only wish fulfillment and you bring them, fill up all their cups, but look at that. Happy family, growth, unity. Beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. I don't know. I'm starting to like this read, guys. All right. Okay, so your person isn't feeling the most confident, isn't feeling the most victorious at this time. However, I believe they are working through it. This could be a them thing, just feeling insecure within themselves, feeling like they're not measuring up or being appreciated for what they put out. You both kind of have this energy of, is this failing? Are we setting ourselves up for failure? But working through the mind games. Maybe there was people in their ear and now they're starting to silence the noise. Because they were once confused. They were once feeling as though there was no new direction. They had no means to go in the route that they wanted to go. They were confused. They were just stuck in the same place doing the same things. And now that's starting to switch. And I think that this feeling of, I'm going to say failure, but lightly, is the reason why they're now starting to find a direction. Yeah, there was some type of heartbreak attached to this. And this could just be pure disappointment. Their heart hurt and there was an imbalance. Maybe there was competition or there was just some challenges. Everything was against you guys. It was like the world was against you and nothing that they did or you did fixed it. And this was painful, extremely painful for them. It required healing. It could have been just their perception of things. I'm not seeing, for some of you, it could have been a different relationship, but I'm just seeing a lot of transformational energy, a lot of inner conflict, possibly financial. But this person tends to be hard on themselves. And yeah, they're getting out of their head and they're choosing to relax. They're choosing to not work on anything, not listen to anyone. Try to regain their own mental clarity and their own mental space because this has been draining. Yep. And they don't wish to communicate about it. They just want to hit the pause button. They're like, no, can we just get away? Please, let's get away. I feel like this has been a lot of work for both of you. And the communication, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't sometimes. And there's this fear of coming in towards you because they want to avoid a fight. There's been some unhappy energy here, and this is due to the unknown. I sense hesitancy. I sense nervousness. There's a full cycle approaching, a tower and the Page of Cups. So it's almost as though this is recent past energy, like you guys may have been disconnected for a while, or they know that potentially something needs to shake up in order to start fresh with you. They are optimistic about it though. This isn't one of those towers that's scary, like, oh, we're going to break up. But this is a tower of, I know I need to transform the person that I am to become a better person that, you know, matches what you bring to the table. They're fixing themselves. Not to say anything was wrong, but they're not proud of where they're at. And they feel you deserve better. But they're optimistic. They're opening up their heart space. It's still minor. But I just can't shake this nervousness. So, 1 second. Okay, so your person is so hesitating about expressing how they feel about you coming in. Some of you might not be with your person, and this is like a crush thing. They notice you, but they hold themselves back. And for those that are in a relationship, you might feel a little disconnected due to the fact that your person is holding on to something. They could be keeping a secret. Now, the secret could actually be a surprise, hence the nervousness. Like, I was picking up on possibly engagement energy, which will make a lot of sense. Like, you know, that whole cold feet scenario, that happens. If this is the case, it's a huge commitment. Like, you know, to be nervous is expected. But in their mind, they're fearing rejection. They're fearing that you're not going to possibly accept what it is that they have to say. Maybe their offer, maybe a ring, it doesn't matter. But they don't feel as though this is safe to be hopeful for. But they want to do it. They want to do it. It's very, very strong. They don't know how. They possibly know when. But they want to do it. They're feeling confident to do it, even though they're nervous. Yeah, they're clear that they want to make this offer to you. They want to extend an offer. Now, the Page of Pentacles, it's a page. It's minor energy. It's small, but it is valuable. It has the potential to be something greater. This is basically saying, I do choose to invest in this. I see this being something that's worth my time and my effort. I may not be in the best position to offer this at the moment, but if I don't, I fear I might lose out on an opportunity. I don't want to lose this, but just know right now emotionally, I'm not as secure as I am in my thoughts of offering this to you. Also, Cancer energy. Talk to me about the Queen of Cups in reverse. Why is she in reverse? They fear if they don't open up their heart space or become more emotionally available, that this is going to force an uneasy tension in the household. It might force a disconnect between the two of you. And I believe that's something that they want to avoid. They don't want to keep repeating the past, but it's like your person is unable to see the path that they've already went on this journey on. And then there's no reflecting because it's in reverse. It's like they don't see the bigger picture and everything that led up to it. It's just they're constantly in the moment. They're not learning the lessons. They're not able to grow just yet. And they're creating the stagnancy. They're the ones that are overthinking and applying that heavy energy to what could be celebratory, happiness, free energy, twin flame, happy household. They need to get out of their heads. All right. What is Sagittarius person's intentions? What are the intentions from Sagittarius's person? The intentions. Okay. Okay, intentions are more than likely it's not so much an intention as it is their fear. So they fear that they're going to make a bad judgment call, which is in turn going to make them feel alone and force them into this healing phase, because I feel like they know they've been avoiding doing the work for themselves, the inner work that is needed. You can't keep piling on new stuff on top of the old stuff. You have to clear house. You just have to. And your person has been holding on to pains, past traumas, arguments, resentments, everything. Not just from you, just from everything. They need to learn how to release. And they can see that if they don't, they're going to put themselves in a position where it almost forces them to. Talk to me. Talk to me. What's this outcome? What's this outcome? Communication, fast. Things moving in a forward direction. Very quickly, too. There is a level of dissatisfaction. And kind of hard to please energy. But this could just be that stubborn energy of being on guard, feeling like things might not go your way, or having to severely compromise or sacrifice. But I do see the guards coming down. Potential outcome. Little bit of curiosity. Where's this going to go? Some light communication, insight, gathering information, bringing down a tower, a transformational period, working towards an investment, now probably building the foundation, and letting go of the argumentative energy, not coming in quickly, choosing to think before you speak. So this is requiring your person to put in effort, which is beautiful energy. I don't see it as a bad thing at all. I don't think it's going to be completely smooth sailing. Your person has a lot of inner work to do, but the best part is I don't think that it has anything to completely do with you other than the fact that they don't think that they measure up just enough. So, what are your person's inner truths? What are they hiding? What do they wish that they could say to you? How do they really feel about you on the inside? Inner truths from Sagittarius's person, please. Divine for Sagittarius's highest good. How are they viewing this? One last time. All right, those are the messages. We have toxic, selfish, I want you, insecurities, no other can compare to you. All right. And their divine truth, spirit. Sagittarius' person's divine truths. All right. You're gorgeous, and I love every inch of your body. So, Sag, if you're feeling insecure, let it go. I want to tear off your clothes, look into your eyes, and make love all night. I'm telling you, lots of passion. I'm sorry I haven't given any closure. I'm not ready to let go. I've looked at your social media, but don't want you to know. You have the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen. I have an idea, love. Let me pursue you. Please tell me all your fantasies so we can make them a reality. Mirror work. It's time for me to look in the mirror and face myself. Star seeds. We lived within the stars. I want it to be just the two of us again and always. Don't throw yourself at me. Let me come to you. And lastly, you really do inspire me to do more and be more. All right, you guys. So really quick, before we end this, I'm just going to grab an affirmation for you, a little feel-good energy, boost the positive vibes, and see for your highest good. What does Sag need to hear for their highest good? For Sagittarius spirit. Some resistance there. For Sagittarius' highest good. What affirmation do they need to see? What will be the most helpful? All right. As soon as I choose to see the light in the dark corners, I redirect my power towards what I want. So be clear on what you want so you can set the intention. What's meant for you won't pass you by, but you have to be open to the opportunity and willing to see it. I feel my way into faith one step at a time. Yep, slow and steady. Let go of your control issues and the need to know everything. I know that is very hard, Miss Truth Seeker, but it's time. It's time to just trust in the divine. All will work itself out one step at a time. And with that, that was your read. Love and light, guys.